Hi guys, today I have an unboxing from Cora. If you're not familiar with Cora, it is a premium tampon subscription service. Ships every 3 months with free shipping. It averages between $7 and $18 a month depending on what you want in your subscription. You can adjust or cancel at any time, and they're made with organic cotton, BPA free, plastic applicators, so that's really good. So with your first delivery, it includes the signature kit, which is this right here. So I'm going to go through it and show you what's inside. Cute. Up top here it says, "Welcome to the future of womanhood." There's a little welcome note. Talks about how Cora got started. Several years ago, a girl in Kenya told me she would stay at home from school during her period because she couldn't afford sanitary pads, and I haven't stopped thinking about her since. So yeah, I imagine that is a problem in other countries. It says later, when they learned many feminine products in the US contained substances that are potentially harmful to our health, I knew there had to be a better future. So she created Cora with all those things in mind. Here's what's inside the kit. You have your tampons. There's a little black box to store them in for your bathroom. There's a little clutch made with vegan leather. You could carry it in your purse, book bag, whatever. And then you have stowaways where you can kind of hide them in there so they don't look like tampons. So let's take a look. So there's several stowaways in here. This is great to keep in your car, your purse, your book bag. And what I like about this is if someone saw this, they'd probably think it's like a lip gloss or maybe like a roll-on perfume. I love that it's just black and white. It's not the typical pink color that you kind of associate with those kind of products. And the wrapper inside, black and white design. Very cute. These are nice and sturdy, so you can throw them in your bag and they're not going to get crushed. And if you pass them to a friend or have to go to the bathroom during school, I don't think people are going to automatically think this is a tampon. And if you're anything like me, that was such an embarrassing time in my life. I still don't like it as an adult. I can remember hiding them inside my book bag, inside little zipper containers, hoping no one saw it because that would be so embarrassing. Even to this day, I hate going to the store to buy them. That's pretty ridiculous because I'm an adult, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels a little awkward about that. So in the starter kit, we have 6 of the little stowaways. Then we have our little clutch. This is cute. Again, no one's going to know that there's feminine products in here. So, nice little soft material in there. And it has a little magnetic closure. And in the clutch, it holds at least 4 of the tampons. So that's pretty mini. Next, we have our container of tampons. There's several of them in there. And then they give you this really nice container to keep them in for your bathroom. Nice little container. Inside we have some more. Cool. So there are 18 regular ones in here, and this one has 18 super. So you get a little bit of a variety. And then, like I said, you can store them in here and keep them in your bathroom. And again, no one's really gonna recognize or think that there's tampons in here. So nice and chic packaging. Love it. So that is what you get in your starter kit, and then you can go on there to adjust how many super ones, regular ones that you want, and that depends on how much you will get charged every 3 months for what you receive. So pretty cool. I think this is a wonderful idea. You don't have to go to the store to buy any, but if you do want to go to the store, I did read that they started selling these in some Target locations, which is pretty cool. And if you're interested in trying, I will have a promo code for 20% off your first online order. I will link all the information in the description box below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.